Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had our very own Doug Donahue in studio. Doug came by to tell us about some of the upcoming events with the Centralia Cultural Society. Hey, speaking of different cultures, did you know there are over 6,000 languages spoken in the world today? Many of those are only spoken by a few hundred people. But with all those 6,000 some languages, the top 12 actually make up the majority of what's spoken.
Wow. When we were in Mexico, our tour guide spoke 5 different languages, and one of them was Mayan.
Oh, dang.
And he told us that the word kiss in Mayan means fart.
Did you wait till I was drinking a glass of water to say that?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Kiss me, baby. Not in Mayan.
Africa is home to anywhere from 800 to 1,500 of the world's languages, making it possibly the most diversely spoken continent in the world.
There are, however, also 200 fake languages, which have been created for movies and TV shows like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, or Klingon from Star Trek.
I didn't know that, but you would know that, you nerd.
Why, you little...
What did you just call me?
Let's see here. Either a goddess of light or annoying poo-poo head.
I'm going to go with annoying poo-poo head.
Anyways, last week when we had Doug on, after his interview, he told us how he recently talked with a very interesting person, Chad Beguelin. And if you don't know who Chad is, either did I.
Chad is a 4-time Tony Award nominee. He's been involved with productions like Aladdin, The Wedding Singer, and Elf, just to name a few.
And besides his Tony nominations, he's won multiple awards, including ones for Outstanding Lyric Writing, Performance Arts, Theater, and ASCAP Awards. He graduated from New York University and currently lives in New York, but more importantly, Chad is originally from...
Centralia!
Centralia! That's right. And that's the kind of person we like to have on our show.
Yeah.
And...
Centralia On Air.
Right? This is Chad On Air.
Yeah.
And rather than try to reinvent the wheel here, we thought we could just re-air Doug's interview.
Is Doug taking over for Centralia On Air?
Boy,
this is 2 weeks in a row, Shane.
This is...
Doug's invading our show.
Centralia's own Doug On Air.
Yeah.
Centralia on Doug? Doug on Centralia? I don't know.
Both of them.
We'll work on that.
So premiering for the first time on Centralia On Air, here's Doug Donahue talking with playwright and Tony Award nominee Chad Beguelin.
Doug Donahue in studio right now, and I am on the phone line talking to Chad Beguelin. He is a Tony Award nominee for all things Broadway, it seems. A long list of accomplishments for Chad. Chad, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks so much for joining us on the Southern Illinois Insider, and we've got a lot to talk about, and big news for you. The prom is on Broadway right now. That's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're in what we call preview performances right now, which means we can tinker with the show and change it, but Thursday is going to be opening night, so that's when we find out what the reviews are, and knocking on wood that we get some good responses.
Oh, of course, and I've seen videos and pictures and stories, and my goodness, it seems like this is headlining everywhere. And tell us exactly how you're involved with prom.
Well, I co-wrote the book, which is the script, so that's any of the spoken dialogue, and then I wrote all of the lyrics to the songs. It all came about 8 years ago when a producer had a spark of an idea, and he brought it to a director that I've worked with several times on Elf and also Aladdin. And he said, I have this idea, and I think you should use Chad and my co-writer, Bob Martin, and my composer, Matthew Sklar. And so we just thought it was a great idea, and that was sort of how it all began.
So tell us exactly what the prom is all about.
Well, it's a story about, it begins on opening night of a Broadway show, and the show gets terrible reviews, and the critic calls the actors narcissists, and so they're completely distraught and decide they need to find something to do to get them a little good press. So they hear about a girl in Indiana who isn't allowed to take her girlfriend to the prom. So they decide they're going to go down and they're going to change minds and they're going to have a rally and they're going to make things better. And, of course, everything goes hilariously wrong.
It sounds like a wonderful show. Anybody that gets the chance to see it is definitely lucky, that is for sure. Now, for those who don't know, Chad is from Centralia. Now, Chad, I've got to say, being from Centralia, you're definitely an inspiration for a lot of people in a small town like Centralia that are involved in the performing arts. And if you guys don't know, Chad has a lot of Tony nominees. So, Chad, tell us a little bit about the awards that you've won and, of course, the Tony nominee selections that you have.
Well, probably the biggest ones are the Tony nominations for Wedding Singer and for Aladdin. That was, a huge surprise and honor, and it's great to just go to the show and lose and clap anyway.
That's definitely true. And now, Chad, we mentioned you are from Centralia, so very close here to Mount Vernon, and you have done some things at the Centralia Cultural Society, is that right?
Oh, yeah. I basically lived there when I was a kid. I just loved the Cultural Society, and I saw my first production there when I was probably around 8, and just fell in love with theater and fell in love with the place and all the people there, so it's a big part of why I got into, the whole Broadway thing in the first place.
It's definitely an awesome place, that's for sure, and they're still rocking, putting on great shows. What would you tell someone that's in the performing arts and involved like you were, how they can make it, for lack of a better term, make it big like you have?
I think it's all about, really determination. There's so much rejection in this business, and it's one of those things where I used to save all the rejection letters I would get from producers and agents, and it got to the point where there were just so many that I didn't have room in my apartment. So you just have to sort of, really, really just keep working at it, because nobody's going to knock on your door and say, hey, you want to have a show on Broadway? So it's just, perseverance, I guess.
Perseverance is so true, and like you said, a thing filled by determination, I think is one major thing that you need to focus on, is being determined to make it where you've made it. So is there anything you'd like to add about any of the shows or anything, back home in Centralia?
Well, one thing that I did in the prom, which I love, is that I named 3 of the characters after 3 of my teachers. So there's a character whose name is Dee Dee, and that's after Dee Ford, who was my music teacher. And there's a character named Trent Oliver, who's after Vicki Oliver Loomis, who is my drama club teacher. And there's a character called Tom Hawkins, who is after my voice teacher, Tom Hawkins. So it's a little tribute to the educators of Centralia that, do such great work.
That is such an awesome thing. Knowing all 3 of those people, that is huge for them. And to see someone like you give them the recognition they deserve, Chad, is pretty phenomenal. That is such a great thing, to see someone of your stature being able to, make sure that those people that have helped you along the way get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were so supportive and so great, and, it's a tiny thing, but I was excited to do it.
All right, Chad, well, that'll do it. Of course, good luck on when Broadway opens. You said that happens, the prom opens on Broadway, and that is tomorrow, Thursday, correct?
Yes, so knock on wood and cross your fingers.
Of course, they said it'll definitely be great. Chad, thanks so much for spending time with us and talking to us here on the Southern Illinois Insider.
My pleasure.
A big thanks to Doug and Chad for that interview. You're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. Up next, Rachel and I are going to talk about our Black Friday adventures. Stick around, we'll be right back. Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia On Air. Rachel, how's it going? How you been? How was your Thanksgiving?
I'm good. I'm always good, right? What am I supposed to do? Get on here and tell you how bad I am? How
Don't
awful
do that.
life
That's
is?
terrible radio.
Yeah, I can't do that. I've been great. Living that married life.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations again.
For how many times have you told me
You
that?
never
now?
let us forget that, do you?
Nope. I got married.
Oh, really?
All right. Thanksgiving.
Oh, my gosh. First Thanksgiving as a married couple.
Yeah, first Thanksgiving as a married couple.
How many fights?
0.
How many burnt
You're
foods?
You're just sitting around eating food.
You can't be mad.
No, how can somebody be mad at Thanksgiving? Because I'm not cooking the food, so that's why there's
Hello.
nobody mad.
There you go.
Our Thanksgiving was great. We ate a bunch of turkey, laid around.
Big family thing, right? Not just you and Chris hanging out.
No. My mom, my dad host Thanksgiving, so my brother.
Always, every year, they've got dibs.
Yeah, they don't want dibs, but they have dibs. That's how that goes.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving, my brothers, their kids, me and Chris, they don't let us bring Callaway over, or we would.
There's nothing like forced dibs.
Yeah. My mom's like, "Do you think that you could host Thanksgiving?"
This
No.
year, Rachel, please, wink, wink.
I would not have the food done on time. I can barely make it to work on time. I can't have food done on time. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. Because if everything doesn't go off without a hitch, that's the only thing people will remember.
Yeah.
Is the year you burnt the yams
Right.
again.
So I promised one year to bring like green bean casserole. Forgot it. Didn't make it.
Whoops.
They never let me live that down.
Yeah, what was that, 2012? That was the Thanksgiving without green bean casserole.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, they remember it, and they all make fun of me for it. So I don't think me hosting Thanksgiving would be a good idea.
Yeah, at least that's how you've played your cards.
Right. So I go over to my mom's house and help her.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
I
something.
spend all morning with her and help her cook all the food.
You wipe the sweat off of her brow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about Black Friday?
Oh gosh, you and that.
Black Friday. That's like another holy day for the Roddies, right?
Yeah. Actually, there's only 2 of us in the
Participating?
house that like Black Friday.
Oh.
That's Lisa and I.
The rest of them go along? Do you drag them along? or
No. They all stay home.
You leave them at
Everybody
home.
stays home.
At like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. It was awesome. I enjoy people watching. So that's why I like Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get in there and get into fights and try to get.
Rip the toy from the 5-year-old's hands.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Well, did you get everything you set out to buy, though? What was the big thing this year? I don't know. Tickle Me Elmo? They still do this? Well, was there any, like, hot ticket items?
I don't know. It's usually TVs, right? Everybody wants a good Black Friday deal TV.
Yeah,
Like, that's a thing.
but you didn't buy a TV.
No, I have plenty.
Oh.
Not like that. I just,
What, you got a TV in every room?
no.
TV in the bathroom?
No.
TV in the kitchen?
No.
You know what? We all have a TV in our pocket, though,
Yep.
don't we?
We sure do. So I wanted an air fryer this year. Have you used one of these?
A hair fryer.
Air fryer.
I've never even heard of that.
So it's like a fryer, but it doesn't use grease.
It uses...
Yeah. So it cooks your food without using grease, but your fries or chicken nuggets or whatever are still crispy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted this year. I didn't get it for a wedding gift, but I didn't register for one either.
Well, there you go.
So
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
I'm not throwing a fit. Anyways,
An air fryer.
enough about the Roddies and Black Friday and chaos.
Okay.
What about you? Do you Black Friday shop? How was your Thanksgiving?
Well,
all these questions that you just asked me.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Indiana for Thanksgiving. Kind of did a family meetup. It's about right in the middle between me and my parents in
Yeah.
Ohio. So we all congregate there in Indiana at my grandparents'. And, oh my gosh, the funniest thing happened while we were there. You're going to love this.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving morning, we're heading to
Oh, Shane.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, just let me tell this
No,
real
no,
quick.
no.
We're heading to the
We don't have time for that.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Why?
Sorry. It's time for the top 5.
One of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is when it's over. You know why?
Leftovers.
Whoa.
That was good. Shane and I wanted to give you our top 5 best Thanksgiving leftover ideas.
Are the ideas left over from last year?
Yeah.
Or is the food?
No.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Regardless, we're about to serve up something fresh.
Okay, number 1. Take it away.
My absolute favorite, the good old-fashioned turkey sandwich. Throw that leftover bird on some lettuce, mayo, and if you're lucky, some fancy bread or rolls if there's any left over. That's a good lunch right there.
So I bought extra fancy rolls, you know, the Hawaiian rolls, and put them in the freezer.
You stashed them.
Yeah.
You did that last year. You've been waiting a whole year?
No.
Okay.
And so I am ready for these turkey and ham sandwiches on Hawaiian rolls.
Smart girl.
Yum. All right, number 2, Thanksgiving leftover idea, turkey pot pie.
You've heard of chicken pot pie, but have you tried it with turkey?
Just toss in the leftover veggies with some shredded turkey, put some crust on that mix, and you've got dinner.
Okay, number 3. This is interesting. Take your leftover stuffing, roll it up into little bite-sized balls, and then deep fry them, or air fry them, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And then, so you got these little deep-fried, bite-sized snacks. And then, what can you dip them in? The cranberry sauce. Boom!
That sounds good.
I've never heard of that. It doesn't sound bad. Anything's good deep-fried.
I might have to try that with my new air fryer.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Okay. All right, number 4 on our list of Thanksgiving leftover ideas, soup. Turkey veggie soup. Everyone loves a soup, right? You can use turkey bones to make the tasty broth, and that's how you get every penny out of your bird.
Literally. And last but not least, our number 5 pick for best Thanksgiving leftover idea, little Thanksgiving hand pies. Have you ever heard of these? You know what a hand pie is? Picture a pie, folded in half, that fits in your hand. It's a hand pie.
Oh, wait a minute.
Looks like a taco, but it's sealed up.
Yeah, so my friend sent a video of these to me. What do you put in them?
Well, stuff all your favorite leftovers in there, fold it over into a pie crust, pinch it shut, and you've got these cute little hand pies.
Okay, so in the video that she sent, it was mashed potatoes, corn, and I think turkey smashed into these little, you know, like in a little pie, and then fry them, air fry them.
Or bake them.
Yeah, and then gravy.
Yeah, okay, so dipping sauce, gravy,
Yeah.
or everybody's favorite, or at least mine, cranberry sauce. You could put different ingredients in them. You could do different dipping sauces. That's a whole ham pie taco bar.
All right, you're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel, and that was our top 5 ideas for your Thanksgiving leftovers. And Shane and I created an event on Facebook for this week's show, so drop in your Thanksgiving leftover ideas. We want to see what you guys come up with.
It's Sunday, but I'm wondering about Wednesday. Wednesday Wonders.
Wednesday Wonders.
What was it this week?
Black Friday.
Yeah, everything Black Friday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. This was Wednesday, but we're talking about Friday. We're all over the place.
Wow, we are all over the place.
Guys, hashtag Wednesday Wonders.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram. We do this every Wednesday. We like to pick your brain a little bit on a random, somewhat random topic.
Yeah, did I tell you I forgot to do Wednesday Wonders last week, I think? Had somebody come up to me and say, Rachel, why did
They were freaking out.
X95 have Wednesday Wonders on Instagram
They
today?
needed their fix.
Yeah.
Need it, want it, gotta have it kind of thing. Weren't they
Yeah,
twitching?
and I was like, well, the day's not over. Let me create one real quick.
so you got it in
put
there
one up.
at the last second?
Yeah, and Wednesday just blew on by. I forgot.
Okay.
But
Let's go through these real
we
quick.
didn't forget this week. So, the first one, do you shop on Black Friday?
People said, yeah.
Yeah, they do. All right, next one. Do you think the deals are really that good? What's your opinion on this?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
probably not.
Yeah.
maybe no better than they are randomly throughout the year with
Right.
some other things. And I've heard of the sneaky thing of jacking up the price and then slashing it.
Yes.
That ain't cool.
So people said no. But I did read online that actually online deals are better than like in-store deals.
And we know from a previous show there are certain things to focus on. Only certain items to buy on
Right.
Black Friday.
Right. Okay, so then I asked a question. Where do you shop on Black Friday?
Little fill in the blank thing?
Yeah, so you have to comment or you type in your answer. So I got Walmart, Amazon, and Menards.
Menards. People love their tools.
Have you been in the Menards?
Yes. I've been in a Menards.
Yeah, I like that store. Okay, Walmart or Target was the next one.
Well, based on our location, I'm going to go with people said Walmart.
Yes.
Yep.
And Best Buy versus Amazon. Gotta love
Ammy.
Amazon.
Love it. I got a love-hate relationship with it.
I know. I got an Amazon gift card for the wedding.
Really?
I thought that was a really good idea.
It's literally anything you want it to be.
Yep. Okay, Kohl's or Macy's?
I got to go with my Kroll's.
Yep, Kohl's. Okay, and then I asked another question. What will you spend on Black Friday? $0 to $200 or $200 plus?
Our listeners were, they were thrifty, right?
Yeah.
They knew they could get it all done
Oh, yeah.
in under 200.
Yep.
You must have taught some lessons, huh?
Yeah. Another question was, have you ever bought a TV on Black Friday? People said yes. So that is the time.
It's one of the best things to buy.
Yeah.
Listen, two best times to buy TVs, Black Friday and February before the Super Bowl. They are heavily discounted before a Super Bowl.
Really?
Retailers know you want a big old TV for the game.
You would think they would jack up the price.
Rachel, that's disgusting. That's greedy.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I
moving
believe
on.
in the good of people.
Yeah. Okay. Then I asked another question. What do you plan on buying on Black Friday? So I got answers like video games, computers, tablets, air fryers.
Yep. Is that it?
Nope, one more. Should Black Friday go away?
Interesting. I
Yeah.
have my own opinion.
Yeah, what's your own opinion?
Probably. Could.
Yeah.
People don't want it to go away, do they?
No.
It's here to stay. For
It
another
is.
year.
But here's my opinion on it. I wish it would stay on Friday,
Yeah.
And,
Because it's called
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
So it didn't creep in into Thursday until 2011. I wish that would have never happened.
Yeah, that was unholy.
Because now, like, you're making retailers work on Thursday. So they say the only thing to stop Black Friday is to not shop Thursday.
The only thing to stop the Thursday thing is to not show up.
Right.
Right.
That's what I mean. And so they said 136 million people will shop on Black Friday.
Is that all?
That's what it said. That's what I read online. If I read it on the internet, it's got to be true.
And a lot of those
Also-
people came through for hashtag Shop Centralia.
Yeah,
You should
but
have seen this place. Also,
12% of those shoppers admit to being a little tipsy on Black Friday.
whoa.
Now that's funny.
Still hanging in there from Thursday night, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Well, from Wednesday on to Thursday and to Friday.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Wednesday, the biggest party night of the year.
Is it really?
Mhm.
The day before Thanksgiving?
Mhm.
Why is that?
Everybody's back in town. Everybody goes out.
Boys are back in town.
Yeah.
You just hear that song on repeat everywhere you go.
I survived 1 year. Never went back.
The girls aren't in town.
Yeah, the girls were in town,
Oh, okay.
but they're not in town this year, so I'm not going out. Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Here's a look at your community calendar. One Hope United is hosting a Glow Bingo at the Centralia Elks on Friday, November 30th. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and bingo will start at 7:30. $20 in advance or $25 at the door.
Enjoy a Christmas shopping stroll in downtown Centralia on Friday, November 30th from 3 to 7.
Christmas auction will be held at the Kinmundy Fire Station on Saturday, December 1st from 6 to 8. Christmas gifts for the entire family.
A holiday craft fair on Saturday, December 1st at the Rollin Lewis Building in Mount Vernon from 9 to 4.
Downtown Christmas Parade in Mount Vernon on Saturday, December 1st from noon to 4. The parade will be on 9th Street between Broadway and Main.
Cookie Walk and Craft Bazaar at the First United Methodist Church in Carlisle on Saturday, December 1st. Starting at 9 a.m., 3-quart buckets of cookies for only $16.
Fantasy of Lights at Foundation Park in Centralia, November 21st through December 31st.
Centralia Cultural Society will be selling Christmas trees starting November 24th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 315 South Elm Street. All size trees, 5 foot to 12 foot, pricing to fit all budgets.
Breakfast with Santa, hosted by CASA of Jefferson County at Mount Vernon Veterans Park on December 8th from 8 to 10.
Munkin's North Pole on Saturday, December 8th from 12:30 to 2:30. Free family fun event, pictures with Santa, face painting, kids crafts, games, and so much more. This will be held at the Munkin Chrysler Nissan store in Centralia.
And a look at your local area blood drives. Tuesday, November 27th at Iuka Grade School from 2 to 6. Tuesday, November 27th at Carlisle Grade School from 3 to 7. Wednesday, November 28th at Blueford Elementary School from noon to 5. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 in the Big 1210. You can hear Shane and I every Sunday at 11 for more things going on in the area. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can call, email, or stop by. For more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. If you want to comment on anything, hit us up on Facebook at that event page at X95 Radio. If you like what you heard today, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 in the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube.
And for our X95 listeners, be sure to check out Open House Party tonight starting at 6 and Slow Jam starting at 11.
Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, she's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.